about bringing people together. It's about showing your true self, showing what you can do for people, and doing that and executing that. Hello friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kendall. You guys can find me on all forms of social media at Fierce to Fit. And today I do have a little bit of a different video for you guys. I'm trying to combine my love for fitness with how I honestly monetized my social media and was able to build a business out of that. So helping people with their business side as well as their fitness side. So one big thing that I really want to touch on today is how I grew my social media platforms and how I was able to monetize those. And in order to monetize your Instagram, aka do things in order for you to make money, or just your social media in general, it's important to know obviously where to start to grow your social media. And so I'm gonna give you guys my top tips for growing your social media in order to be able to monetize it, as well as possibly create a business or just spread more love for your community. So just to give you guys a little bit of an insight on kind of where I am and obviously give myself a little bit of credibility for this video, I currently have about 136,000 followers on Instagram. My YouTube's slacking a little bit with about 6K. I run a full six-figure online coaching business as well as a personal development school. And I also work with a few different sponsors and companies that I absolutely love, all from being on social media. So I'm gonna give you guys my tips and tricks on how I kind of got to where I am today and how you can possibly do the same thing. So I'm gonna start off by saying there are some people who are really meant for social media and some people who really aren't. But if you do have a story to tell and you do have a journey, no matter who you are, what you look like, you can always resonate with people on social media. So my number one tip for getting on social media and trying to grow a following is to not try so hard to focus on the numbers, but focus on providing value. For me, with social media, my biggest goal was honestly to get on there, to share my recovery journey, and to help people understand that they weren't in it alone and that I wasn't in it alone. I honestly just wanted a sense of community with other people who were going through the exact same thing. And so what I did was I provided value and shared my life with every single post. If you go and look at my captions on Instagram, I don't think you'll find one that's less than 5 to 10 sentences short. I try and provide as much value as I can in each post, whether it be about my business, whether it be about my current nutrition and training, or something that I'm doing with my clients. So the number one thing that you want to be doing is posting on your Instagram and also other forms of social media in order for you to provide value. Tip number 2, be consistent. I know a lot of people complain about the algorithm, and the one thing is I've posted on my Instagram for almost 2 years now, and no matter how the algorithm changed, what was different, I consistently posted no matter what. In the beginning, I was posting once a day, and I posted every day for about 2 years at about the same time every single day, so my followers pretty much knew what to expect. Another thing I did when I was posting consistently was putting geo tags and different tags and hashtags on my pictures so that I could find my niche. So that is where tip number 3 is gonna come in. Find your niche. When it comes to Instagram, when it comes to YouTube, or any other platform that you have, you wanna be zoning in on a community. So for me, a lot of that was health and fitness, and that's where I started. Right now, I'm kind of making a little bit more of a transition into personal development and online business and coaching, because honestly, after kind of growing my coaching business, I've learned a lot about business, I've learned a lot about Instagram, and I want to help other people be able to do the exact same things, which is why I'm making things like this video. So when you find your niche, how are you going to do that? Well, it really helps when you can hashtag things. So making sure that you're going into hashtags and putting things specific to your brand. So for me, when it comes to fitness, I did a lot of like gym workout, girls who lift, bodybuilding, bodybuilding.com, all these other types of hashtags that I knew were specific to fitness or specific to health. In the beginning, I was a recovery page, so a lot of the time I kind of did like Ed Warrior, Ed Recovery, weight gain, things like that to speak to a specific crowd that I was trying to speak to. So if you're posting videos on Instagram and they're workout videos, you want to be tagging things like leg day if it's your leg workout, or booty gains, or something like that that's going to help people kind of gauge towards that post and look through certain hashtags, because sometimes people look through hashtags and that's how they find you on Instagram. Another thing is to be engaging. So this is my next tip because I've lost track of my tips already. Engage on people's posts. Instagram actually favors people who use the app more. So if you're consistently posting, you're already using the app quite a bit. But if you're commenting on other people's posts, that's when you're really going to start resonating with people, start building relationships, and not only will that possibly make them share you on their Instagram, but it will also drive more people to your own page. And that is a goal that you definitely want to have, because if you're trying to provide value and grow on Instagram, then what you need to be doing is reaching the most people that you possibly can, especially if you're looking to monetize your Instagram and do something like online coaching where you're directing to a specific group of people. Then you definitely 1000% want to be engaging on other people's posts and always commenting back when people engage on your post. My last tip for you guys is gonna be to connect with other human beings. I have made all of my friends, literally all of them, from Instagram. I've connected with coaches. I've met my business coach on Instagram, Lauren Tickner. I also have met business partners on Instagram, and that has allowed me to obviously learn a lot more, as well as find people who are like-minded, find people who have the same passions as me, and be able to learn how to monetize from them. Kind of obviously, you know, when it comes to making friends who have similar followings to you when you're together, that obviously helps with engagement. It obviously helps with just bringing more of a sense of community. Not saying that you should ever try and just be friends with someone for their followers, because if you do that, I'm not gonna be friends with you and I'm not gonna like you, because that is just freaking mean. You know, trying to find people who you just really resonate with and connect with. Freaking send them a DM. I literally sent Lexi DeYoung, who is one of my best friends right now. She's got about 70,000 followers and has an amazing coaching business, is like so passionate about working and like entrepreneurship just like me, and fitness. I met her because I literally sent her a DM on Instagram and was like, girl, where are you staying for the Arnold Fit Expo? I want to stay somewhere. And she invited me to stay in her house, and I met a group of 9 other people who now are like honestly such amazing friends with me still. Just from having the balls to reach out to her. So all I can say is truly make sure that you are taking the initiative to do things like that. You have to put yourself out there. You have to be vulnerable. And if you want to be working with companies, that's something that they want to see. So those are my tips for growing your social media. And then as far as it goes with working with companies, I honestly can't give you guys too much advice in this aspect, because a lot of the times companies reach out to me, and I honestly get offers on the daily from different companies. Sometimes they're shit companies like tummy tea and flat tummy tea and like CBD oils, and I'm just like, stop. But sometimes I do get companies that reach out to me that I'm like, yes, that's a company that I want to work with. And the thing is, when you show your genuine self on social media, and when you share a story with people, when you honestly just put value out into the community that you've built or the community that you're trying to build, companies see that and they want to work with people who are constantly providing value and people that they know are going to be a good fit for their brand. Now, if you have a company that you're so passionate about that you want to work with, that maybe hasn't reached out to you, but you know, you're just like dying to work with them, never be afraid to send them a DM, send them an email, you know, say, hey, like, this is a plan that I have for my social media. I'm really just looking to add value. I use your products on the daily, and continue to share that. If you do use their products and they see that you're using their products, then they're probably gonna reach out to you anyway, or at least notice you. And so if you reach out to them and you say, hey, you know, I work with NutriKey, so let's say NutriKey, like, NutriKey, I absolutely love your products. I really want to be a part of your team. Like, how can I make this possible? What can I do for you guys that is gonna make you recognize me, that's gonna make you see that I find so much value in your products? And they might offer you something, you never know. So have the balls, go for it. But if you really want to grow a social media following, do it for the right reason, dude. Like, if you want to grow social media, do it because you're trying to provide value. Do it because you want to change and make a community, not because you want 1 million followers so that you can make X amount of dollars doing this job that you got from social media. That's not what social media is about. It's about bringing people together. It's about showing your true self, showing what you can do for people, and doing that and executing that. So that's my 411. That's what I think as far as how I grew my social media, is just putting myself out there and sharing my journey and creating a community of people and sticking to my niche. And hopefully this video helped you guys out so that you can do something very similar and find your passion and love. As always guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit different than what you're used to, but I want to provide you guys with as much value as I possibly can. So if you have any questions or any suggestions for me, please don't forget to leave them in the comments below. If you guys like this video and you want to see more a little bit about monetizing your Instagram and possibly growing an online coaching business or making a living from your Instagram, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more about my food, comment below, obviously. That's something that I'm going to continue to touch on as well. But thank you all for watching this video so much. I love you guys with all of my heart. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you don't miss the next one.